Connecting to the past. Today, I'll give a brief summarization of what is on the slideshow. Please do stop and read the slides, as it will give you more information about Plato's Republic and how today's leaders are connected to it. Philosophy has been a learning tool since the time of old, but how does the Republic connect to what today's leaders do now? Many of our leaders have taken from Socrates, our founding fathers did. Almost all of them took from Plato's and Socrates' works to form our country. But even today's leaders take from Plato's Republic, not just in his teachings, but his style of ruling as well. Socrates says there are 5 forms of ruling. The first regime is aristocracy. Socrates says in the Republic that there are 5 types of regimes, the first being king or aristocrat. Socrates shows this as part of his ideal city, and all the other forms that follow come from this form. The second regime is democracy. Democracy is a military aristocracy. It is born upon honor. It breaks down from the fourth regime after the members of the Guardian realize that they want their own property and private things. The education of the regime is very low. Anyone who is smart would not be trusted. Oligarchy is the third regime. The government led by few, but those few are the richest. The poor are hated or become followers of the rich. Moneymakers only care about money. The fourth regime is democracy, the son of the oligarch. His education is not proper. His parents will teach him about being equal. He will want to be a philosopher or a politician. So, to compromise to be equal, he will become a Democrat. Tyranny is the fifth regime. Tyranny, the final regime, comes from democracy. It comes from the greed of it. The only man who is safe from enslavement is a tyrannical man. For our leaders today, we will take a brief look at the past 2 presidents who are just out of office, Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Donald Trump. As a reminder, Plato says this about a democratic man: false and ragged, words and opinions who dismiss moderation. Both presidents could be quoted with this. However, Trump popped up many more times than Obama when looking at the presidents in the Republic. Plato does not view democracy as we view it today. But this still follows a question of why Trump is so connected to the Republic. Olivia Goldhill reports this about Trump and how he connects to the Republic. Strong leaders, in Plato's view, ultimately become democratic tyrants. Joshua Ober, professor of political science in the classics at Stanford University, explains Goldhill's statement more. The tyrant wants to be completely free of all constraints, and yet he is the most enslaved, because he has to surround himself with bodyguards and yes-men and people who will feed his egos and desires. Many people view Trump like this. Trump was probably the most ever present to ever be on TV, or he was tweeting about himself. To many, it seems as though Trump needs to be surrounded by his supporters, seemingly taking on the tyrannical leadership role. Barack Obama. If Barack Obama is a tyrant, we must remember that due to how Socrates views how the city is formed, a step back from the tyrant would be the democratic man. He views Democrats and democracy as the following. When democracy originates when the poor win, kill or exile their opponents, and give the rest equal civil rights and opportunities of office appointments or to office of being as ruled by lot. Even though Socrates does not agree with this full ruling, it does run a city nicely. The description of a person who is a democratic character is not as kind. Again, as Socrates does not enjoy the democratic ruler. Versatile but lacking in principle. Desires necessary and unnecessary. Like many others in life, Obama is not perfect, and he is not the philosopher king, like Johnny Thacker of the Point would like to think. The intellectual dreams of Obama as philosopher president, it could happen. If someone was to be a philosopher king, they would not want to be in the spotlight. A philosopher king would likely be hidden, for he does not want to rule. And that was connecting to the past. Thank you for watching.